What's up, you guys? Let's make some strawberry shortcake. My oven is preheated to 325. I am using boxed angel food cake. You can make it from scratch, but I'm not doing that. I will make a whipped cream from scratch because that's just what I prefer, but the cake, I'll use boxed every time.
Mommy, look! An
An
usher!
usher? Oscar. I was like, usher? To the cake mix, I'm gonna add 1 1/3 cups water. And we're gonna go ahead and mix this together. Hey, give yourself time for 30 seconds. This is what we're looking like. Let's go pop her in the oven. While that bakes for 37 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and prep our strawberries. I have my strawberries right here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these into quarters. So I did give the strawberries an initial wash. You also wanna make sure that you have a block of cream cheese sitting out on your counter to soften, because after we make our homemade whipped cream, we're gonna incorporate softened cream cheese into it. You want it to incorporate together easily, and the best way for that to happen is if your cream cheese is soft already. Mark's mom is actually the one who taught me how to make this. She had made it for us on Christmas, I believe. And when I tasted it, I couldn't go without it. It was so good. In all honesty, it's really more like a strawberry trifle, not really a strawberry shortcake. At least that's how I make mine, is like into a trifle, but you'll see once we get it all assembled. And I'm using one of the larger packs of strawberries, but you can also just use a regular carton of strawberries. We just don't like to skimp on the berries around here. It's been days since I've gotten into the kitchen to make dinner, but you know what will get me in the kitchen? Making a dang on sweet treat. Here are our strawberries all cut into quarters. They look and smell so good. OMG. We're also gonna go ahead and boil 2 cups of water to make some Jello. Obviously, strawberry shortcake, strawberry Jello. You'll also have to mix in 2 cups of cold water, so I have that in a separate container. So our cake is baking, our water is boiling to make our Jello. Now while all of that's going, you wanna go ahead and pop your mixing bowl and your whisk into the freezer. I mentioned we're making homemade whipped cream, so you wanna make sure in order for it to whip up properly, your bowl and your whisk are ice cold. No exceptions. All right guys, our water's boiling. So I'm gonna pour it into here. I really should have just done it all in the pot. Now I just made more dishes for myself. Real strawberry. And our cold water. I should have waited to add the cold water until everything was dissolved. So read the instructions, don't be like me. So I separated my strawberries half and half. We're gonna go ahead and let this cool down, and then I'll cover it and pop it in the fridge. I don't want it to necessarily turn into Jello, but I do want it to be cold, and I don't want it to melt my whipped cream. You understand? Okay. Okay, so our cake is ready. It's been baking for 42 minutes. The range was 37 to 47. So what you're looking for is a light brown top, golden brown top, and you want the cracks to be dry. I have this glass bottle because we're gonna go ahead and invert the cake to keep that light and fluffiness to it, okay?
Oh, I got it.
Just like that. You want her to cool completely, just like this. No exceptions. What's up, you guys? It's a new day. We know that because I have different clothes on. You see our bowl is nice and frozen from being in the freezer overnight.
Let's go ahead and make some homemade whipped cream.
Homemade whipped cream does not have to be hard. All we're gonna do is add some heavy cream to our bowl. It's already cold, as you can tell. And I don't use any measurements, but the other ingredients are gonna be vanilla and powdered sugar or confectioner sugar.
About that much milli vanilli.
So that's how much sugar we're gonna start with. You can always add, but you can't take away. So let's go ahead and get this whipped up.
Okay.
We whipped our whipped cream into stiff peaks. We know that because when you dip it and you lift it up, it sits straight up. If it had a little curve like a Dairy Queen swirl at the top, that's a soft peak. I whipped up my cream cheese and I folded it into my whipped cream. So now let's go ahead and assemble this bad boy. So I did let this sit overnight, so the Jello did end up solidifying, but that's fine. We're still gonna make it do what it do. And I know you're probably thinking, ew, Jello, but I'm telling you, if I did this last night, that Jello would still be in liquid form. So the cake would just essentially suck up all of that Jello and strawberry flavor. I told you like this up to the side for her, but for I have enough cake to make.
No!
And this is what we're looking like. So it's pretty much already cold and chilled. So let's go ahead and dig in. The best part about being an adult is you can eat what the fuck you want for breakfast.
That is correct.
Period. So we're gonna eat strawberry shortcake for our breakfast.
We all just woke up. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It's amazing. It doesn't matter that the Jello cured before and all that extra stuff. It is amazing. Yeah, you really put a lot of emphasis in your voice nowadays to say stuff. How do you sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Gasp. Let me know if y'all try it down in the comments. If you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you do that. We post family content
every day.
Bye. Love
Have a good day.
you. Thank you.